The new Ritual Mass album is playing in the background right now. I don't know if you can hear it. I would play it a little bit louder, but my family's still sleeping. It is 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday. This is just me now. I hit 40 last year, and now it's like, all right, I'm up early every single day. This just came out this Friday on 20 Buck Spin. That's a label I have not talked about hardly at all this year, except for when this album came out. Ritual Mass, Cascading Misery, phenomenal album. I'll show this off in a vinyl collection next week when I get a couple of other things in the mail. And I also wrote a review on this on my website, mellylovesdeathmetal.com, last night, so go check it out. And if you're interested to see what color vinyl I got, I posted the picture on Instagram too. So we're doing some 7 inches again today. I pulled out a stack again to talk through. And let's go ahead and get started. So the first one actually was sent to me by Adam Benison, lady something. Goddamn, what the hell was your YouTube name? I can't remember. But the other stuff he sent me was a couple of other records too. But in that package was this 7-inch Impiate, which is a death metal band from the U.S. They are no longer together. This is their only works of art that they've put out there. This is the compilation of their demo, Despondent Damnation. This was a Hell's Headbangers release. And when he sent this to me, I actually had this in a cart that I had going on Hell's website. So I was super pumped when I saw that this was in there. So thank you once again, Adam. This is a great little gem, underground death metal gem. And of course, it's on my favorite color, wax. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is still available. I don't think that they've sold out from this. So if you're looking for a nice little gem to add to your collection, this is definitely one of those things that I consider mandatory, to be honest with you. I think even I wouldn't be surprised if J-Dog himself actually talked about this on his channel too. He probably did. But yeah, go snag this. Phenomenal 7-inch. Phenomenal music here. And yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to keep this out. I'm going to play this today. Oh, can you hear that? I wish I could turn this up more. This album is so chef's kiss, so goddamn good. The next is a bit of a grail of mine. I found this randomly a long time ago, and I've considered it to be a 7-inch I will never sell from my collection, and this is Exhumed's Exerting Innards. So yeah, this is Exhumed at their best, in my opinion. This is their demo from 1992. Again, one of my grails of my 7 inches, and yes, I did keep the sticker sleeve or whatever the hell that thing is called in this. I very rarely ever play this 7-inch, but now that I have it out, I'm going to play it today. This was a special limitation of 1,500 that were pressed. I have on Afterworld Records. I don't remember when they put this out. It was a while back. There's no date on there. But I have number 39. And it's just a one sheeter here, and then the record itself is, of course, this red and black marbled variant. So you guys all know who Exhumed is. Matt Harvey, legendary grindcore, gore grind, death metal. They've done it all pretty much in that genre. And yeah, let's talk more about it, Exhumed. But yeah, this is just top notch. And I realized when I did my demos video, I probably should have talked about this. I think I just stuck with just death metal, and I kept it not genre adjacent at all. So I might do another demos video where it's like, hey, this is like more of the like genre, death metal genre adjacent. My favorite demos that are not just straightforward death metal. It's more like whatever else. I don't know. We want to get really nitpicky here. I've seen this pop up several times on Discogs. So if you're hunting this, put it in your want list. People do pop them up every once in a while. The pricing probably sucks. I got this for $10 a while back. So yeah, but this is a grail in my 7-inch collection. I have another one I'm going to be showing today too, so but we'll get to that in a minute. The next one is Matt from Dark Descent actually sent me this in a package a while back. So shout out to Matt, Dark Descent, one of the absolute best fucking labels ever. Actually, I have a package coming from him next week too. I went and ordered a couple of things that I've been waiting on. And this is the Sulphurus and Prescription split. Prescription actually just came out with a new album this year on Dark Descent. I need to listen to that because I was a big fan of their last album. This is called the Midnight, or no, Prescription's song on here is called The Midnight God, and then Sulphurus' song on here is called Below. So both bands are phenomenal underground death metal bands. Sulphurus is based out of Denmark. This is Mustafa's other band, Mustafa from Hyperdontia and everything else. He's in a bunch of other bands, but Hyperdontia is the one that you're probably going to engulfed in whatever else. And Prescription are a band, god damn it, where are they from again? Finland. They're an awesome Finnish death metal band. Like I said, their first full-length Conduit came out back in 2020, and I remember raving about that on this channel when I got it. It's a blackened death metal band, and they have a new record out this year. I need to listen to it. So yeah, this is a phenomenal split of two bands that go very well together. Pretty cool artwork there. Nice little jacket. It looks like this was also a split release with Desiccated Records, which, Desiccated, have you put anything out lately? I feel like I used to track you a ton on Instagram and stuff, and I haven't seen your name pop up in a while. But yeah, here's an inner sheet of the lyrics of the songs. And yeah, this is a really, really nicely done 7-inch. I love when they have an actual jacket like the regular, 12-inch records, and then this is just classic black. He still has these on his website, so if you're looking for a nice little split to add to your collection, definitely highly recommend both of these bands. Super underrated in the scene. Phenomenal music, and this is, like I said, very good split. So I'm gonna keep this out today. I'm gonna listen to this too. So this is why I do these videos. I pull out stuff I haven't listened to in forever, and then I keep them out and listen to them. So isn't that what the whole point of having these little tiny PVC things is, to listen to them, right? I mean, I know some people just collect them just to collect them, which I've never been about. I've always been about listening to my collection, but I understand some people that collect things like, I do with a couple bands, like this next band, where I just have things in formats because I want everything that they've ever put out, but I don't always listen to all that stuff. But this is one of those bands, and again, here is another holy grail of my Hemorrhage collection and of my 7-inch collection. So this is a split between Terrorism and Hemorrhage. So here's Terrorism and here's Hemorrhage. You guys know who Hemorrhage are, right? Like, I don't think I need to talk too much about this. I don't remember when this came out, so let me pop up the old metal archives and see when this came out. Split 7-inch. Okay. So Hemorrhage has a ton of stuff in their discography, and so trying to find exactly when this came out. I think they pressed this in 2004. I think it's a 2004 pressing. But yes, I did get this for $4.99. I got it off Discogs, or was it eBay? It might have been eBay. It was a used seller, and he had it in his collection. And this is back when I first started pulling out the Hemorrhage splits and stuff like that, trying to find it. But I am failing really, really bad at finding. All right, let's just go to Discogs. Discogs will be so much easier to pull up than Metal Archives, where you have to scroll down the whole entire discography of Hemorrhage. All right, Hemorrhage, and I can just go on Discogs and see, like, oh, here it is, because it's checked off in my okay, yes, I accept the fucking cookies. Holy shit, why does that pop up like every single time I come to this website? I don't get it. Come on, Discogs, get your shit together. Anyway, Hemorrhage is one of my all-time favorite bands. I have made a dent in their discography. I don't know exactly how much longer I can go trying to get all of their stuff in my discography. Here it is. Holy shit, I found it. Okay. Live to Dissect, Tufo de Carno de Compusto. I can't say that. Terrorism is a band out of Barcelona, I believe. Barcelona? No, I'm sorry. They're from LA. And I don't really know too much about them. This is literally the only thing I've ever heard by them. I'm sure they're probably phenomenal. They probably have a bunch of other stuff I need to get, but pretty good side of the split. And then obviously Hemorrhage is pretty classic. Wow, I took forever to talk about this. I'm so sorry about that. But this, as you can see, is pretty beat up. It's not in the absolute best shape because this is just a paper. So I need to get a better way of storing this. But again, one of my grails, and I don't think it's really worth a whole lot, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy to find, but it's just a Xerox piece of paper that goes around the record here. And then this is pretty cool. This drawing and the lyrics here. This is obviously Xeroxed, but pretty cool little inner sleeve there that they add, and then just classic black. As you can see, the record is in still phenomenal shape, though. There's a little bit of dust and stuff on it, but yeah, simply phenomenal. And of course the record's over, so I'm gonna just sit here in silence now with no music playing. No, I'm not. Let me flip it. Hold on. I've gotta flip it. This album is so fucking good, you guys. Seriously. This might be my album of the year now. I don't know. It might be the hype that I'm in right now for this album, but that last track on this album is 14 minutes long, and it's just pure goodness. So anyway, Hemorrhage, Terrorism, 7-inch. I have a lot of other Hemorrhage things that I probably have never shown off. I have a very small 7-inch selection. These are a little bit harder to get because they've reissued these and they put these out on CDs. So I mostly have Hemorrhage CDs, but yeah, I love this one. Next is another one that somebody sent to me. Marty from Heavy Metallurgy and the Glorious Dead. This was back when I first met him on Instagram and YouTube. Before I streamed on his channel, before Heavy Metallurgy was a thing. They used to all get together, him, Ben, Simon, Alan, tons of the YouTubers would get together and stream like Friday nights and for like 5 hours, and I joined one. After that, he sent me a package of the Glorious Dead albums, and the 7-inch was in here. So yeah, obviously never getting rid of this. This is very good. So yeah, still have this, Marty. And it comes on this nice green. You can't really see it. If you put it up into the light, it's like a translucent almost mossy green style. But yeah, Glorious Dead, check them out. Awesome death metal band. You guys all know who they are. I don't need to talk about them. Came out with an album 2 years ago that was phenomenal. Their first album was phenomenal. This was put out on Binder, obviously. I don't remember when it was pressed. There's no dates on it, but the cover art was done by Nate Burns, and I love this cover. I love this cover art. He's a phenomenal artist. I love the black and white aesthetics with the red logo and name. And the name of this is, the hell's that say? Impiate of the Desiccated. I'm so tired, you guys. I really should have woken up a little bit more before I decided to record this video. So yeah, thank you once again, Marty. I'm pretty sure these are still for sale on Bindrun's website. I don't know if they are or not. I remember seeing it a while ago when I was over there looking at stuff. But yeah, go shout out Glorious Dead, TJ. Phenomenal vocals on their last album. I always call that out because I love their last album that they put out. And go shout out to Binder and go check out Binder and Recordings and buy some of the stuff that came out this year. They've been releasing some really good like Cascadian style of black metal this year that I need to listen to more. So yeah. And then finally, the last one that I want to show you today is one of the first 7 inches I ever bought when I started buying these. And this band is still active, but I have not seen anything about them in a while. And this is a phenomenal, fucking phenomenal EP, Self-Loathing with Seasonal Depression, Ohio death metal band. Um, a little bit of a hardcore adjacency, but not really. I don't really hear it all too much on this. They came out with another EP, which is titled Self-Loathing, and like I said, I have not seen or heard anything from these guys since then. This came out in 2019. I got this through Life After Death. Life After Death is a fucking label I haven't talked about forever. Eric, do you even still do Life After Death? I don't think you do anymore. Did you finally put that to rest? But yeah, that was a label that I used to buy from. Life After Death was basically the Iron Fortress back in the 2019, 2018, 2019, 2020 era, the COVID years. I was buying from Eric like just about every week. Tons of stuff because he used to have them. He was the guy that had the massive distro. Eric was the guy that he would buy from all the European labels and get all of those tapes and CDs and vinyl that were hard to get. And now it's Ben from Iron Fortress. So shout out to Eric and Life After Death. This was also a split release with Dawn Breed Records. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these guys. I was hoping they would release something new by now because this is phenomenal. This is just some of the best music that they've put out. I mean, they've only got 2 EPs out, so nice little fold-over jacket here of the band and the pictures of the band and stuff. And this came on a really cool purple. It looks gray on the camera, but it's actually purple. It matches very nicely with the album cover, but the camera makes it show a little bit more gray. So yeah, these are floating around. I actually saw this somewhere. Was it Hell's Headbangers, I think? When I was searching 7 inches. This was limited to 322. I got 225. So yeah, but they might have reissued this. I'm pretty sure they reissued this because I know that this sold out when it first came out. So, but I feel like Hell's has this on their distro. So if you're looking for this, it's out there. It's not completely gone. I'm pretty sure you can probably find it on Discogs too. But yeah, Self-Loathing. So that's it. That's my 7-inch video today. Ritual Mass. Go check out my review. Read it. You'll know exactly how I feel. But I'll show this off in a collection update video next week when I get about 2 or 3 more albums that I finally bought that I've been waiting on. So as soon as I get those in, I'll do another vinyl update. So that's all I have. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. And remember, members only giveaways going to be announced on Monday. Like I said, I'm celebrating the fact that I reached over 20 YouTube members, which I really did not think that was going to happen. Like, I was like, nobody's going to want to give me 99 cents a month. Like, just, it's 99 cents, I get it. But the whole thing of, like, signing up, putting the credit card in, like, if you're like me, that's a hassle. But I have a couple 99-cent memberships on YouTube. I just set it and forget it because I don't ever know when it comes out of my bank account. Like, if that ever bounces, that's an issue. So that's all I have. I'll see you guys in the next one.